CBSE Class 9 Science Biology Chapter 5 Fundamental Unit of Life. Here, two children are trying to solve a picture puzzle. It looks like some animal picture puzzle. Every little piece has its own place in the puzzle, is it? And is an essential building unit just as cells to living things. We know the cell is the fundamental unit of life. Cells are the building blocks of living organisms. Here, puzzle is almost done. It's a panda. The development of microscope. The development of microscope led to the discovery of a single and multiple celled organism. Organisms like amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium, and bacteria have a single cell which constitute the whole organism. These organisms are called what? Unicellular organism. In unicellular organism, all basic functions of living beings like digestion, respiration, excretion, reproduction are performed by single cell. Okay, so organisms like amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium and bacteria, they have a single cell. So they are called what? Unicellular organisms. Uni means single. Here, a single cell may constitute a whole organism. Example, amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium, bacteria. Now, multicellular organism, they have many cells in their body, multiple cells grouped together to form tissues, and different tissues join together to form organ. Different organs work together to perform a specific function, form an organ system, and various organ systems make up a living organism. We know that, is it? So, organisms like fungi, plants, animals, they have many cells in their body. So, they are called what? Multicellular organism. Most of the plants and animals that we see around us are what? Multicellular organism. Here look, multi means many. Many cells group together in a single body and assume different functions in it to form various body parts. Examples for multicellular organism, fungi, plants and animals. Examples for unicellular organisms, amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium. What are unicellular organisms? Organisms made up of a single cell. Example, amoeba, Chlamydomonas, Paramecium. Then what are multicellular organisms? Organisms made up of many cells. Activity 5.2. We can try preparing temporary mounds of leaf peels, tip of roots of onion, or even peels of onions of different sizes. Here you can see temporary mound of leaf peel, tip of roots of onion, temporary mound of onion peel. After performing the above activity, let us see what the answers to the following questions would be. Do all cells look alike in terms of shape and size? Do all cells look alike in structure? Could we find differences among cells from different parts of a plant body? What similarities could we find? We know cells of multicellular organisms are different in shape and size. Here you can see different shaped cells. Is it? The cells of different organisms are different. The cells of different parts of the plant body are different in shape, size and structure. They have, what similarity they have? They all have a plasma membrane. They have cytoplasm and they have a nucleus. The shape and size of cells are related to the specific function they perform. Some cells like amoeba. Amoeba being a unicellular organism, it has single cell. Is it? So, some cells like amoeba have changing shape. In some cases, the cell shape could be more or less fixed and peculiar for a particular type of cell. Example, nerve cells have a typical shape. Here we know cells like amoeba. You can see amoeba, it does not have fixed shape. It can change its shape for motility. And in nerve cells, it has a fixed shape, is it? That suits their function of transmitting nerve impulses. And here you can see muscle cells, nerve cell, red blood cell, and a bone cell. Muscle cell, we know it expand and contract. Their long, thin shape helps them to do this, is it? Nerve cell, we know they are branched, is it? So, nerve cells shape suits its function of transmitting nerve impulses. And we know cells show great variation in their shape and size. We know muscle cells, spindle shaped, red blood cells, oval shaped, nerve cells, elongated nerve cells. And some cells may not have a fixed shape, like amoeba, irregular, it does not have a fixed shape, is it? And white blood cells in our body, it also does not have a fixed shape. So, different organisms have cells of different kinds. We know in our body, red blood cells are the smallest and nerve cells are the largest cells. All functions within a unicellular organisms are carried out by the single cell itself. For example, amoeba. Single cell is responsible for, you can see in this video, single cell is responsible for movement, intake of food, exchange of gases, and excretion. On the other hand, different organs perform different functions in multicellular organism. Example, human body has heart to pump blood, stomach to digest food, and kidneys to excrete wastes. Look at this. There is a division of labor in multicellular organisms such as human beings. This means that different parts of the human body perform different functions. The human body has a heart to pump blood, a stomach to digest food, and so on. Similarly, division of labor also seen within a single cell in many cases. In fact, each such cell has got certain specific components within it, known as cell organelles. Each kind of cell organelle performs a special function, such as making new material in the cell, clearing up the waste material from the cell, and so on. A cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these organelles. These organelles together constitute the basic unit called the cell. We know each cell has certain specific components. You can see here, this is the picture of a cell. Okay, you can see cell organelles in this video. Each cell has certain specific components within it. These specific components are called what? Cell organelles. Each kind of cell organelle perform a special function. Example, making of new material in the cell, protein synthesis by ribosomes, clearing up the waste substances from the cell by the lysosome. We know the different cell organelles, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, ribosomes. These all mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. These all cell organelles has its own functions. Is it? Thus, cell is able to live and perform its functions because of these organelles. These organelles together constitute the basic building blocks called cells. A cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these organelles. These organelles together constitute the basic unit called what? Cell. So, what we learned in this topic? To what the size and shape of cells related to? Answer: to the specific function they perform. Name any two unicellular organisms. Amoeba, Chlamydomonas. What are unicellular organisms? Organisms made up of single cell. Multicellular organisms. Organisms made up of many cells. Why is the cell called structural and functional unit of life? All living organisms are made up of cell. So, thus, cell is the structural unit of life. Each living cell has the capacity to perform certain basic functions that are characteristic of all living forms. Division of labor is seen within a single cell. In fact, each cell has got certain specific components within it, known as cell organelles. Each kind of cell organelle perform a special function such as making new material in the cell, clearing up the waste material from the cell, and so on. A cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these organelles. These organelles together constitute basic unit of structure and function called a cell. So, cell is called structural and functional unit of life.